Hello class, this is a map of planet Earth, the world we live in today. Since we live on Earth, it's important to know the continents and oceans that make up where we live, or that basically cover planet Earth. Today we're going to be discussing the 4 oceans that cover planet Earth. There are 4 oceans. The first that we're going to talk about is the Pacific Ocean. It is the biggest ocean in the world. Now, if you look at where my cursor is, I'm running my cursor across the Pacific Ocean right now. This area right here is all the Pacific Ocean. Now, the Pacific Ocean wraps around the Earth and is also on this side as well. So again, if you can see where my cursor is, it is all in this area. This is all the Pacific Ocean. It's the biggest ocean in the world, and it is this entire area. The second ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean behind the Pacific Ocean. And again, if you look at my cursor, it is this area, this slither all down in here. This right here is the Atlantic Ocean. All this area right through here. As you can see, it's not quite as large as the Pacific Ocean, but it still covers a great amount of the surface of the Earth. So that makes it the second biggest ocean. A good way to remember where the Atlantic Ocean is that it is between these two land masses only. It's just this slither right here, this little path. All this water down through here is the Atlantic Ocean. Now again, if you watch my cursor, I am going over the Atlantic Ocean. The third of the 4 oceans is the Indian Ocean. Now the Indian Ocean is in this area right here. If you look on the screen, you can see where my cursor is roaming around. This entire area that my cursor is covering, that is the Indian Ocean. It is the third ocean that we are going to talk about. And if you can see, it is bordered right here by the Atlantic Ocean. Where my cursor, watch my cursor, right here by the Atlantic Ocean, and also right here by the Pacific Ocean. So that is this area all down in here. This is the Indian Ocean. The fourth and final ocean that we're going to be discussing is the smallest ocean of the 4, and it is the Arctic Ocean. Now, the Arctic Ocean is extremely far up north where my cursor is moving right now. As you can see, it's not as large as the Pacific or the Atlantic or even the Indian, but it still covers a great deal of distance in the northern part of planet Earth. Since it is so far up north, it is extremely cold, but this entire body of water is practically frozen over, but it is an ocean, and it is called the Arctic Ocean. That is the 4th ocean on planet Earth. So let's just recap the 4 real quick. The first and the largest of the 4 oceans on planet Earth is the Pacific Ocean. Now the Pacific Ocean, like I said, covers this area here and this area over here. The second largest ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Atlantic Ocean right here. It is the slither between these two land masses. This entire area right here is the Atlantic Ocean. The third ocean is the Indian Ocean, which again is right here. Remember, it is in this little cove right off the coast of course, India, the country India, which is right here. And if you can't remember that, then just remember that the Atlantic Ocean is right here in the slither to its left, and to the west, and the Pacific Ocean is to the east. Now, the 4th and final ocean is the Arctic Ocean, of course, which is right here. This is the Arctic Ocean. Now, the Arctic Ocean it's bordered by the Pacific Ocean, but it is so far up north that it's a lot different than the other oceans. It's a lot colder. Of course, it's also cold down near Antarctica, down here in the very, very far south of the planet Earth. But the Arctic Ocean, which is up north, is extremely cold. Now, class, these are the 4 oceans that cover planet Earth. tomorrow I will post another video where we will go over the land masses and the continents that cover planet Earth.